Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Factorio. I'm 7foot and I'm going to start off by introducing you to, as you know, we were making up this iron production last time, and I was looking at the steel production. You will have noted this has changed slightly. This is the other way of doing steel, and I'm going to do that because I feel like there's a bit of a space constraint that way, and I can still expand this way. And this will provide enough steel for now. I can double this up in this direction, and then I can, if necessary, put another one beside it. So I just want to show you how this works. Essentially, I haven't wired this up yet for this very purpose, so we're going to start off by wiring it up, and away we go. This should be producing iron down the side here. Why are you not producing iron, good sir? You have a steel plate in you. You should not have a steel plate in you. And you also have a steel plate in you. I was suffering with inventory issues, which I was sorting out by putting steel plates in these, but I've obviously slipped slightly and put some in the wrong ones. Excellent. So anyway, these produce iron down here. And as they produce iron, they then pass the iron over to the steel furnace. This requires an extra line of coal going down the middle here, which is grabbed by the inserters either way, and is then, why is that? There you go. And put into the respective furnaces. They smelt the iron into steel, and voila, steel. And this should be producing exactly the same amount of steel as our other setup. Sorry, excuse me, hiccup there. Over here. This setup here. It's basically the same setup. Why has this got... Why is there stone on the line? There should not be stone on the line. How is there stone on the line? Is this one picking up stone? This one's picking up stone. Okay, that one's going to have to not pick up stone, because it's going to give us a problem. I mean, it's not the biggest issue in the world at the moment. It could be a bigger issue if left unchecked for a long period of time, but as it is, I've picked it up. Hopefully it will not give us much trouble. There we go. I don't see any other kicking around. There's a little bit right there. It could take a bit of cleaning up, but I'm probably not going to worry too much unless I really notice problems, because eventually all of this area is going to get destroyed anyway. So let's not worry too much about it. Moving swiftly on, you'll see the green circuits are flowing here very strongly. That is because I have hooked these into the bus. Really just to create myself a nice backlog. The iron's going into the bus and the steel is now going into the bus. You see here, I've already started doing something. And this something is going to be, I'm going to put a few more, gotta get this right. I need it to go, I think it's here to here. I have to pull that one out. And we'll put this one in and this one in. And this one, which if you get it right, should just remove the belt in between. And this should go down here. And this will be green circuits. And then here, in a similar vein, we're going to do some steel takeoff as well. Let's just do 3 for the hell of it. We don't actually need to, but we may as well. If I need to shorten it, I can shorten it later. So this is going to take off the resources we need to produce the things we need for railway track. Because I've decided that eventually, as I start pulling back this area because stone is needed for some railway track and things like that, eventually this area over here is going to become my mall type setup. So here at the moment we have green circuits, iron and steel coming in. Now if we have a look at what we require, we'll put a couple of these down. We will require, so basically iron and green circuits for railway signals, nice and easy, and iron and green circuits for a chain signal. So we can basically put these pretty much side by side. Again, at the moment I'm not hugely worried about these making super efficiently. I could put the both on the same belt and just run a single belt in front, but I might actually just do 2 inserters. I'm not quite decided here. What am I gonna do? I'm actually going to put them on a split belt. Sorry, change of heart. So what we'll do is if I bring that over that way like that, I should be able to bring that into there, and I'll bring this one down there ish like that, and no matter what I do I have to bring one more, and then we'll bring it that way, yoink. And then in a minute I can bring this through or split this out if I want to do something differently. This is going to be in the way, so it's going to get picked up. So this is going to make some basic items of electronics and things like that if I needed them. Let's see, that one actually needs copper wire. We're not going to worry about combobulators and stuff just yet. We can worry about those later, and we can run some copper down the other side, because eventually we will need to bring copper. This is not going to be the most efficient mile in the world because I'm very much going to build it as I go. So these and chain signals, and these require a whole bunch of other things, steel and iron sticks. So for the moment, iron sticks is going to come from over here, and then I will be sorting that out to go differently later on, because I can take iron sticks from here at the moment. This is one of the things with, you know, I'll spaghetti it now and then later on I'll have to deal with a problem, because I'm actually also even going to take the iron from here. I've just decided, sorry, the steel from here. So this is going to be a bit weird because one starts on the other side of the belt to the other, but again we can do exactly the same thing we just did before. Step that this way, bring this one up, and I think that height would do probably nicely, so we'll bring that over and we can bring it down that way, and actually that's one higher than it needs, one lower than it needs to be. So again we'll put a couple of chests here and here. We'll block those down to just one. I don't think we'll need more than that at the moment. This one will need a chest as well, which I'm guessing we're going to put there. Don't see why not. We'll put that at 1 as well. We'll empty in to there. This one, I'm going to make this blue inserters so as it can pick up enough. And all I need then is some power, which I'm deciding how I'm going to lay this out. No matter what I do, and go there, and then I need to go there and there, no matter what. And I also need to join it to the main grid. There we go. And that should have all of these constructing, hopefully. It's not going to construct super fast, but it's all I really need. Next up on the list, on the shopping list, you need to look at, that's in the wrong place, but never mind. Pump jacks. Pump jacks, pump jacks. Because oil is the order of the day. I should now be able to make pump jacks. So for that, I'm going to need pipe. Pipe I'm also going to need for creating fluid wagons and things like that. So I think we're going to end up making some pipe here. We'll probably end up making maybe even yeah, let's do it that way. Let's do 2 lots of pipe. Oop. And then I can figure out where everything else is going to go afterwards. So these I'm going to pull off there. This I'm going to stick floating there, and this is going to be pipe, and we can copy that across and should be able to hit both of those with that. So pipe, excellent. So we also need what we got here. We also need fluid wagons, also need gears and steel. So another production we're going to want is gears, and we're going to need tanks. So tanks require steel and iron plate, so they are fairly straightforward. So what we'll probably do is bring this off this way, and we'll bring down here. We're going to bring one making gears, which we can run down, and then we can make the tanks probably somewhere else. Not sure where yet. Not quite sold on quite where I'm going to put those. So the gears are going to go here. Gears? Am I going blind? Gears. Make gears. There we go. So gears are pretty straightforward, just require iron. So again, very similar setup, but blues, and this will be blues both ways because gears produce quite quickly. So similar setup, similar powering. Doesn't quite fit. And there we go, we're making gears. So what else do we need for it? We need, so pump jacks also need pipe, circuits, gears and iron. Circuits I've kind of stitched myself up on here. I was going to take them through a different way, but I've kind of made a mess of it. I might have to play with that. It's going to rapidly turn into spaghetti all over again. Okay, so fluid wagons need steel, iron, and that's cargo wagons. Fluid wagons need tanks, gears, pipes and everything. So fluid wagons are going to be somewhere, I suspect, over here. because they're going to need a bit of everything. And what we'll do is put them, yeah, right there, because that way I can bring gears this way, pipes this way. I can bring iron down here, and I can bring steel over here as well. But I'm not gonna dual track that. I'm gonna stick them separate, and then I can put a box for them there. So those will probably produce quite slowly. So that's going to be tanks. I think it was, wasn't it? No, that was going to be fluid wagons, wasn't it? No, that was going to be tanks. Cracking up. Fluid wagons were going to be the other one. No, hang on, hang on, hang on. Brain has stopped. No, tanks was going to be further on, because then tanks can pass to here. So this was going to be fluid wagons. Sorry. Brain power stopped. So this was going to be fluid wagons. And then this was going to be tanks, which allows me to pass the tanks across to there, and also grab some going into a box, because you want everything, you're going to want a bit of everything available in your mall for when you need it. So I'm gonna assume I'm not gonna need to grab ridiculous amounts of these. I'm probably gonna need to grab a reasonable amount. It does tell me in the recipe like 16 and 10 gears, but I'm figuring I'm not going to be producing the tanks that fast, so we'll see. We'll have a look at it once it gets going. Fortunately, I can power all of that like so, and this one I believe I just need iron and steel for. So here we can just bring the iron down to there and bring the steel down, and this one we're going to do a long reach inserter, and this one we'll just do a short inserter, and away we go. So this one we will upgrade to a blue. Yeah, it started, but you can see already it takes quite a lot. That then takes time to process, and yeah, this is going to have no issue. It's just going to be producing as required. So that is all of those bits done. So while we're here, probably ought to look at things like other train related stuff, like cargo wagons, which require gears, iron and steel. So that would seem wise to put somewhere very much like here. I can again put in a box, put in some cargo wagons, have here and here, and just one going in there, and whoop, whoop, done. And that's going. So my new mall area begins. No, it requires gears. Didn't allow for the gears. That's fine. And there we go. Off it goes. This is probably not going to give it enough gears. We might need a blue one there. There we go. But as you can see, it's already loading up the system. But this is good. This gives us basically everything we need. Train track wise, oh, inventory full. Let's have a look at what we can get rid of here. Let's chuck some iron plates in a bunch of those to get rid of it. So I can pick up some more. What else am I going to need? I'm going to keep some guns and some walls with me. Let's get rid of the circuits. I'm not going to want those. And we need pump jacks. The one thing we're not making at the moment is pump jacks. So pump jacks require, so look here, pump jacks require pipe. So that requires pipe, electronics, steel, gear and gears. This is where it gets a bit fun. So the easiest place to make this is going to be over here again, where we'll just build out on the end. And we'll say, right, we want pump jacks going into a box there. We're going to need gears and pipes, steel and circuits. So I'm going to do this pretty crudely right now, and everyone's saying you've done everything pretty crudely so far, so what's the surprise? Well, that's just my way. So gonna literally just do it like that. Oh, that's a bad plan. Might need to do it a little less crudely than that. Okay, that's okay. That's alright. Where there is a will, there is a way. We can just do that, sir. Then we don't even need that one. Have it your way, game. There you go, we can bring that over. We don't actually need the iron plates on there, but it won't hurt. Then this side, I'm just literally going to bring the steel down as well. Again, slap a power pole over, and we should be pump jacking. Gears, okay. So that needs to be a blue. I think we'll put all of these as blues, because this might take a while to build. And that poor little one is going to have to go at speed. This is where something we've been researching may come in handy. Let's just start researching batteries or something, which would be something I haven't built yet, which is a stack inserter. This requires plastic. I don't have any plastic yet. Stack inserters are awesome. Stack inserters basically, they do what it sounds like it says on the tin. They basically take a stack of something and chuck it in, and that stack can be buffed up by, I think, this one, but this buffs all inserters as well, I believe. Or does it? It allows stack inserters to move more items at once, so it doesn't buff. Some of the upgrades add a small amount of stacking even to non-stack inserters. So this one, it doesn't look like it does. This one, as you can see, it adds a small stack to the yellows. So it shows you here which ones it buffs as you go up. Buffs yellows, buffs stack inserters. I believe when it shows the yellow, that means like all inserters. Because there's no point in it just doing yellows, it would do blues as well. So this second level will be worth having even now, because it will increase the amount that this blue inserter can shift. Which will help. So at the moment this is my mal. I'm going to need, I've got plenty of straight pipe, I believe. Plus my inventory is somewhat limited. I have a bunch of stuff I probably don't need here, which I can get rid of, like steel. And I have a lot of splitters. I didn't realize quite how many splitters I have. What have I just done? Why am I, no, don't make gears. Don't make gears. No. I've screwed up. I'm copying and pasting recipes, which is a bad plan. That was not gears either. That was something else. What was that? That was cargo wagons. Okay, that was an awful disaster. Now my inventory is full of stuff it doesn't want to be full of. Can I please... Hang on. Oh my lord! I've done it all wrong! Oh, right. Let's put those in there. Oh, that's now full. Excellent. Let's put that there. I can live with that being there. Let's pick up that iron just so it's not on the floor, because it will drive me insane. Stick that in there, be fine. Stick that in there, be fine. Same with this one, just to clear some stuff. Got tons of wood, could probably get rid of that. I've got tons of wood and I've got tons of these power poles. Most of which is probably overkill at the moment. Later on, I may want some of these power poles, but at that point I will be hopefully using bots. Let's not get rid of all my coal, actually. Let's get rid of some of that iron, because I'm just trying to clear space to make sure I've got enough for pipes, which I know I was building some of down here somewhere. Here, thank you. And I want some tanks. So I want some tanks, and I want some wagons, and I want some pump jacks. 20 should be fine. And the one thing I haven't got, which I require, is a train. And for that I need some of the steel I've just thrown away. Genius. That'll do. Is that enough? Some of the steel I've just thrown away, and some green circuits. So I need to make space. That is something that can definitely go. I do not need burner drills. Do I have any space left in here? I do not, but I have burner drills in there already, so I can get rid of that. So I will grab some green circuits, which I'm going to grab actually from down here. It'll be nice and easy. That should be enough. Yes. Make me one of your finest trains. There we go. I now have a train in my pocket. So with that, we head out across here, where actually I should probably be taking the car. And I might take the car. I'm not sure it's worth it, actually. Oh, you know what I haven't got? I haven't got any belt. But you know what? I don't need belt for this. Screw it. Forget the belt. We'll take that stack inserter on as well, please. Keep the research going. Now the fun thing is we're going to end up with quite a bit of wood as we come around and start doing all this mining and stuff. Right, let's get this off the menu and put pump jacks down. Wow, there is 1, 2, 3. The other thing I'm going to need to bring out here, of course, which I haven't thought about and I should have done while I was on the way, is power. But that's okay. Because... Alright, is that all of them? I think that is all of them. I'm trying to see. I don't see any little green... Oh, there's one there. The green square that hasn't been grabbed. There's one there as well. It's not as easy to spot as you might think. So now, the basic idea is now we've got to attach. I can't see the attachment point here. Why can't I see the attachment point? Oh, it's right on the back. Some of these I might have to adjust their orientation then, because if you do that, we can just put a pipe in there. That'll be joined up. Let's put the ones there. Let's do the same here, essentially. And what you need to do is try and get all these nicely hooked up, which is often easier said than done. So what I'm probably going to do is hook that one up to there. Do that. So the big test for these is to actually, once you think you've hooked them all up, there's another good reason for not powering them up straight away, is once you think you've hooked them all up and got it all working, what you want to do is have your tank there ready and hope that you can hook these all together, turn them all on, and they all start pumping in unison. All really happy. If that happens, you have succeeded. You have passed the test. I'm not sure if I needed to take that tree down. The other thing I'm probably going to be doing here at some point is putting in some defences, because despite the fact you wouldn't think pump jacks produce a vast amount of pollution, they do produce a reasonable amount. So that is also going to have to be dealt with. Okay, this is a little bit funky. I wish there was a mode you could sort of see better here, because that needs to sort of be done so I can see better. There you go. Right, we'll put that there and that one there. But I can't see if I manage to hook this one up. See, so now I gotta, and now I pick stuff up. Nah. I mean, I could just do the classic thing, which I've actually got rid of all my grenades, so I could have just grenaded the trees out, which is something I would have been very tempted to do. So we'll put that there, and then if I put that there, it should join to there, and I can still walk through this area. Even though I've got squeak through on, still going to use it sparingly I don't want to be a complete cheat with it. So again, might have to... What I'm tempted to do actually is let's just do yoink, yoink. And that should provide me enough space to see. And the bots can just get rid of that. There we go, and that one. Don't really like how that one's coming together there. But it'll be what it'll be. Not a lot you can do about it when it comes to the oil system. It's got to be where it's got to be. And that is perfect. So that ties all of that up. None of that is connected to this. So we need to... There. Connect that to there. Again, this one is connected over to here. You could probably do with a separate connection as well, just to sort of make sure it's all connected up. I like to have a bit of redundancy in the system. Then let's put that one out too, because then I can go this way to here, and bring that one over here. In fact, then I'm just gonna bring this one down and connect it over that way. That one can connect there. I believe that is every pump jack connected up. Now, one of the things you could do is add a pump, which is something I will probably do shortly, because what I'm going to do is take this pipe out and then put like a pump in that gap, and this is where I'm going to put... I need to make the extra bar at some point. There's a way to get 3 bars. I can't remember. Let's just take those off because I don't need them desperately for now. And I will put a set of tanks here. I mean, 4 should be plenty. I'm one who tends to like to have too much. So we're going to have 9. And that's going to leave us with a huge big stack of crude oil, which is going to be sweet. So as for defenses, this is where I would love to have laser guns. Oh yes, laser guns. Because they don't require ammo. But I don't have laser guns. So I am going to have to look at having a defense system where the turrets go round, and there's going to be... I need belt for that, which I'll come up and do. But where there's essentially going to be a wall going around this. I don't care if it doubles up in places. Can't be bothered to change it. Let's go a bit further. Why not? Got a bit of a double wall again. Not to worry. Okay. That might have to be fixed. Now, the one thing I might want to do eventually will be enclose the train station I will create. But in all honesty, right now, I'm not going to do that. Because I don't think I've even got gates yet. So as is. We're just literally going to go through and do this. Now this is going to protect all our sort of pump jacks. We're going to need some more walls by the looks of it. And a pump and some belts. And then we should be good. And I'll probably put the train station over here somewhere. Again, at the moment, I am going to go super basic. Now I thought the thing, I think I know what it is with the belt. I think it's this one. Expands your inventory, but doesn't it also expand the number of bars you can have? Let me check into that for the next episode while I go back and start planning out track. Because next time we'll be running a very basic station here and we'll be tracking across. While what I'll do is off screen I'll set up the gun network, which actually putting those in there will not hurt because I'll bring some more with me. And we'll set up the track network next time, and I'll make sure I can get the extra bar up, which I don't remember quite how to do. But I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time. Thanks a lot.